Hello, fellow Toasties. Welcome. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I think about fear, managing fear from a conscious perspective. So, what is fear? According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, fear is defined as an unpleasant, often strong emotion caused by the anticipation or awareness of danger. Now, I personally would add perceived danger to that definition, because I think of fear as an acronym, the word fear, F-E-A-R. And the acronym that I think of it as is false evidence appearing real. So, as you can see from that acronym, fear is only real if you make it real to yourself in your life. And so, some of the detriments of being in fear are when you are fearful about any situation, any person, anything, it tends to slow us down. If you notice, when you're fearful, your breathing slows down. You start feeling anxious. Sometimes you actually feel pain when you're in fear. And it just freezes us. So fear can be very debilitating. And so in order to get out of that and come into a state of fearlessness or being fearless, one of the things that people can do is to understand that fear is only real if you make it real. That's one major thing right now. Also, is anybody here dead? No, I think everyone looks like they're alive. So that means that we all made it through life up to this point, which means we were able to handle whatever life threw at us. So if we can handle whatever life throws at us, it means that we don't need to be fearful. We make it through whatever life throws at us. We make it through, right? So therefore, fear is something that is detrimental to our lives. Now there are some people that think of fear as what keeps us alive. How many people think that fear keeps us alive? Wonderful. You guys get it. Fear, what really keeps us alive is our protective instinct or survival mechanism. So when there is real danger and our survival mechanism kicks in, what happens? Chemicals are released in our body, cortisol, that cause us to be prepared for whatever it is we need to deal with. We go into what's called fight or flight mode. So these chemicals allow us to be able to defend ourselves or run away from whatever the real danger is instead of a perceived danger. That is our survival mechanism, which is the opposite of fear. Fear does the opposite to us, doesn't it? Slows us down, makes us feel anxious, sometimes painful, we can't think clearly. So this is why fear is something that people in our society are dealing with. I mean, how many people here watch the news? What is the common theme in the news?
The world's going.
Fear. They're promoting fear. All of these bad things that are happening in our city and our country and in the world. That's what the news focuses on. So as you can see, it's a control mechanism actually. Because when we're in fear, we're unable to be in our full power. We're actually giving away our power when we're in fear. Fear causes us to be out of our power. It freezes us up. Now when we're fearless, that creates an opportunity that's auspicious. We can be successful when we're fearless. This allows us to function effectively and efficient within our life and our work. Some of the ways to do that is to understand that we actually have everything we need within us. In our society, we're kind of taught to look outside ourselves. Look to a priest, a rabbi, or a governmental agency, or Big Brother, or the police to protect us. That's what we're taught. Look outside ourselves, externalize. But I've learned through working with people as I do, and in my own personal experiences, that when we internalize and look within ourselves, we actually have everything we need within us. We don't need anything outside. We can handle whatever life throws at us, because like I said, none of us are dead. We're all here. We're all still here. We're functioning. And if you think about our happiest moments, none of them were fearful, were they? And all of our most unhappy moments probably had some element of fear in it. It was associated to it. So if we want to be more in our happy moments instead of our unhappy moments, let go of the fear. Because we are in control. We can choose. We have two choices in every single situation. We can choose to get into fear or anxiety or any of these emotions that cause us to be out of our power. Or we can choose to understand that whatever life throws at us, we can handle it. We're going to survive. We're going to come through the other side. And usually it's going to be awesome once we get to the other side. It always is, actually, once we think about it. We perceive a project or a situation, and we think of the worst case scenario, and that causes us to avoid it, to put it off, to procrastinate. We can't handle it. We don't want to deal with it. But once we understand that we can deal with it, and life, if we don't get the message, life is going to keep throwing it at us. Eventually, we will get it, and we will have to deal with whatever that situation is. It's going to come at us, so you might as well just deal with it immediately instead of putting it off, procrastinating, and just face it dead on. Confront life instead of allowing yourself to be stuck in your home, depressed or anxious about life or whatever's going on with it. So in conclusion, if you think about it, we have the power to do whatever it is we want. Everything is within us. And if we let go of fear, any kind of fearful situations, that helps us to get into our power, instead of giving away our power by being in fear. Thank you very much.